Welcome. I don't like this. This is too zoomed in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Big up a tour. Big up Nathan. I think I'm gonna throw the link out here. I don't know what the fuck just happened to my mouse. My mouse just died on me. All right, let's just throw this on the charger. All right, here we are. Big up, everybody. Big up, Rose. We'll talk about this. Why I don't. This is a fantastic question. I agree with this. Actually, to be honest, I think that's a good option for us. To be honest, let's zoom out a bit here, and let's get this link sent out because your boy needs to go get something to drink. I haven't had something to drink in a minute. It's the desert out here. You want me to die? It's the fucking desert. Yo, Danish. What's up, buddy? Big up, everyone. Big up from everybody coming from the other stream. Nice everyone to come through. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go through a little bit more on Desiree Douay. I'm gonna send out this link for everybody to be able to have some people that have the discussion on. Yo, Melon, you want the link, G? Let me know. I'm going to send links out right now. Come on. I'm in Arizona, Dominic. I'm in Arizona, my guy. I'm in Arizona. I'm in the desert. I'm an Arab that went back to the desert. Said, fuck the fucking snow. Fuck the snow. I'm an Arab back in the desert. Atur, I'm sending you the link too, even though you don't want to probably come on. And then, who else? Melon. Sir Melons. All right. Come on. Big up the raid, a tour raid. Big up everybody. Nice of everyone to show up here today. We're going to be doing some Chelsea news. Send me a clip on Twitter, bro. Everything is Wob Sports. My Twitter, everything is Wob Sports, other than my Instagram. I keep my Instagram a little bit separate from everything else. That's like Instagram and Facebook is what I keep separate from the world. What's good, my G?
Yo,
what's good? What's good?
I'm all good, bro. How you doing?
Oh, I'm cooling.
You're cooling?
Yeah.
Doubt that.
I'm
so
so
where
happy.
you live?
I'm so fucking happy it's Friday, bro. I've had a hell of a week.
What work?
It's been a week, yeah. It's been a week.
Feel that, bro.
Yeah, well, as everyone comes in, make sure you're hitting a like and subscribe. Make sure you're paying your rent. It's free. It's free rent, bro. Where do you get free rent anywhere else, son? Free rent. I just want to pull up the Kepa news real quick because I do want to quickly talk about it.
I haven't seen any of the transfers.
Okay, follow me first, Billy. Follow me first. Or if you already followed me, unfollow me and then follow me again. And then we'll get going here. I appreciate my regulars being here. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. Atur, Billy, of course, Melon and Danish. I appreciate my regulars. And then I also appreciate the new people that are coming in. And I wanted the new people that are coming in to feel as welcome as my regulars that are here. And we laugh here. That's what we do. We laugh here, obviously. So, first things first, we're going to talk about Kepa. Kepa is seemingly on his way out, finally. Let me pull this up here. What do you guys think a solid number is going to be for Kepa? While you guys talk about that, start that conversation, I'm going to go grab something to drink real quick.
Yo, big up. Yeah, big up. You alright, Nathan?
Yeah, all good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, bro.
Now big up the chat. This whole Kepa thing, huh?
In the chat. Always.
Yeah, it'd be good to get him gone. To be honest, by the sounds of it, he's pretty much not in Enzo's plans. He's being sent to the reserves, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, so I saw something about that.
As long as Al Ittihad here, they're one of the main, obviously clubs in Saudi that have obviously getting all these top players. Good move for him. He'd be earning decent money there as well. It's just whether he wants to go to Saudi.
Is he Christian? No.
I believe he's Christian. Yeah. Like I haven't heard anything about his religion, but I'm guessing coming from
Yeah, he
Spain.
is.
Yep. All right.
I looked it up like
yep.
a while back.
Uh,
Lucas Costa, I think you're on the money here, buddy. I think you're on the money here, boss.
yeah, they're not going to
I
ask
think
for too much
15
money.
million. I think 15 million is the number that they're trying to get in the end.
Yep.
I think that this is a 15 million. If we get 15 million for Kepa, well, we'll be all right. We'll be doing all right. I think I have a theory. I brought it up on Ahmed's stream, and I want to talk about. This is kind of the cycle off of this topic, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, a bid will work. A single bid. A real bid.
Yeah.
So
He's on 150 a week, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll be able to keep that number too. Is the cool thing for him?
Yeah.
Is he'll be able to keep that number when he goes to Saudi Arabia. Maybe even get a little bit more.
Yeah, they might boost it up a little bit, maybe 200.
Maybe
something,
even get him a little bit more. Yeah. I did see that, JK. I did see that we were Ornstein did reject the bid. JK, would you like the link? By the way, I know that I follow you now, so would you like the link? I could send you the link if you'd like. So. My theory behind this is this, okay? So Strasbourg hasn't bought a keeper yet to replace Sells, and they sold Sells over to, I think it was Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was Nottingham Forest. So they sold Sells to Nottingham Forest as Strasbourg keeper, and I think with Sanchez we might be stuck with him for a bit. And I think that maybe I also believe that like I saw some links to Boca that I think it was what's his face Goldberg was talking about, and I'm really curious on if Goldberg actually has people in the club that he has capabilities of talking to, or he's just like talking to journalists. You know what I'm saying?
That is a good question. I have often wondered about that.
Because like a lot of what he says, it makes sense and it tends to like at least come to fruition in a sense of like links for the most part. But like I do think that there is the capability of sending Petrovic on a loan either locally to a English club or potentially to Strasbourg, since they are lacking in keepers at this current moment. So like I don't think that I don't believe that they're like hamstrung in a sense, the way that people are putting us out to be, in the sense that like we have to have this, we can't buy a keeper until we get rid of one of these other keepers. I do believe that we will get another keeper by the end of the summer, but before the end of the summer. I just think it's going to take at least him being in preseason and him seeing him in games, especially in a game like City in the preseason.
Yeah.
That will kind of give him an idea of like how much further he can progress with him.
That's true.
You guys got any thoughts on that?
No, not really. I'm just looking up what I'm not sure who it was. JK, he said something about Slonina going to
Strasbourg. Yeah.
Oh, Slonina is going to Strasbourg.
They're saying, why don't we send Slonina there?
Oh, why don't we send Slonina there? I mean, that's not. I don't think that that's like off the table. So for the most part, but I do think that Slonina probably, like, you could send Slonina. There's other places that you can send Slonina as well. At this current moment, and I think he could probably get a championship loan, to be honest.
He got sent to the Belgian league, didn't he, last year?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
KASEUPEN. I don't know how to pronounce that. Can't lie.
Yeah, KSU Eupen. Yeah, in Belgian top league.
I'm looking at transfer market now.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, because obviously I imagine they want to give him like sort of progress him to a top,
runway,
like a higher league and all that. Yeah, just keep sending him to like a different league and whatnot, get experience.
That's what I'm saying. Trying to get him into a championship team would probably be best possible.
Yeah, that would be good
if possible. Send him to Wrexham. I'm just messing.
Yeah.
I mean, Wrexham's
To be
what now?
honest-
League One now.
League
They've
One,
had
I
a
believe. Yeah, they've been promoted.
meteoric rise, isn't it?
It is. It is. They've been back twice now. They've been promoted.
Back to back, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
back to
I'd
back.
watch a lot more Wrexham games if he got sent to Wrexham. I'll tell you that.
I mean, we're playing them in a friendly, so aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I imagine there will be
You kind of
talks.
gotta expect that with Bully being an LA guy.
And
He has
also
that
the
connection with Ryan
the connections that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have, especially in
Yeah.
that industry. Yeah, those two be talking.
Yeah, I
I
just
imagine.
I wish it was as easy as just sending Sanchez on to Strasbourg on loan, but I just don't believe that he would take that very well. Where at least with Slonini, at least with what's his face? Why can't I just lose track of his name? Petrovic. He's just
Petrovic.
trying to get that Serbia #1 spot locked down. So if he gets starting game time, that's all that matters to him. Like that Serbia number 1 spot is pretty much just up to if he plays or not. Like he will get that spot if he plays. He just needs to play. So that's
You
kind
really don't like Sanchez. Fair enough.
No, they really don't.
I mean, to me, it's like I get why everybody feels the way that they feel about him, though, because like he's so like there were so many times last year where he put us in our own into danger. Like he was the one putting us into danger. Where at least with Petrovic, when he knew he was going to put us into like he was getting pressured and he was about to put us into danger, he would send the ball long. And I was okay with that. You know, I was always okay with him. I'm okay with my keeper doing that. Like, you know, like I'm okay if you get pressured and you hit the ball deep and we try to get a long ball. That's why, in my opinion, I've wanted a striker that's a target man. You know, like someone you can hit the ball up. Yeah, someone you can hit the ball up to aerially and have knockdown capabilities for quick goals. You know what I'm saying? Because last year we got a few, but like when we play possession-based football, like in the past, those types of goals don't come as much. And that's the thing I worry about with this whole team at this current moment is the lack of hold-up play up top. But also, you can always play out of the press. You can always play out of the press. You just have to be a sound tactical team to be able to play out of the press. And we weren't last year. That's why we got pressed every single game.
Also, Petrovic commanded his box a lot better than Sanchez did. That's the problem. Sanchez was so many times here. He just
I would just rather
around in the box.
Petrovic, but that's just. But
yeah,
it just seems like he's just not going to get that chance to prove himself as a good enough passer. It seems like they've already made the decision that he's not.
Makes sense.
Roland, you put something in the chat earlier that I want to talk about. So make sure that you send it in again because I'm not going all the way back up to the top of the chat. So if you please send that in again, that'd be fantastic.
Who was it?
Rose Lynch. He said something about Lookman, I think.
Why isn't Chelsea considering Lookman? That's what it was.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I want to just save it. Wait, he sends it. I think these directors are taking way too long to get rid of some of these Deadwood players. We have 42 players. Lucas, once again, I don't know if it's I don't think it's they're taking too long. I just think that everybody in the transfer window is kind of on a stagnant moment until these like how many here we goes have we actually gotten in this window so far? It hasn't really been that many. Like just overall. It hasn't been that many. Like normally he got 4 or 5 a day, like just kicking. I think he's only been doing like 2 or 3 a day. And like I said, Lucas, give me, let's say, a week and a half, and let's see how many players we're at. Okay, I'll say in about a week and a half, probably by let's say starting Monday, right? A week and a half. we'll be able. I think that the dead wood will start moving pretty quickly. Yeah, like and kind of what I've been saying. Carlito, I wouldn't say fantastic. I'd say he's a good shot stopper, and yes, he risks possession way too much, way too. And brother, if you want the link, just let me know, bro. I'll send you the link. You would think Sanchez would be better at commanding his box given his height. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yep.
I would agree with that.
So decision making is why he's not.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Tomorrow I'll send you a link then. I'll do a stream tomorrow too. I'll probably do it early after Lewis though, so I can get that redirect. Yeah, I'm okay with I'm okay with that them taking their time. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about it. I think that as long as Viega works, it hasn't been that. As long as Viega ends up being a suitable backup, it hasn't been that bad of a window so far. And I do need I do need some other areas to be squared away though. Still, right? Like we're still in the same. There's two parts of our spine that are still not taken care of, and it's still very upsetting to me. Like I've been asking for like a striker, a number 9, like a guy who's played number 9, not somebody. And nothing against Nicholas Jackson, right? Nothing against Nicholas Jackson because I do really enjoy watching him play football, and I think he's a fantastic football player.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see like someone who has that natural instinct to get in the box and score just a bit more. Like I've watched players, and like it doesn't necessarily mean like that somebody who scored more goals than Nicholas Jackson either, because Nicholas Jackson we created a fuck ton of chances, and
we did,
and Nico just Nico
he missed like 30 big chances.
Yeah, we don't want the onus to be on him to score all the chances. That's the issue.
Exactly.
Yeah, like someone like an Nkunku, Cole Palmer, like share the goals around across the front forward line, then we should be fine. Ideally,
that's why, in my opinion, this whole like if you go and you get a striker, like and a striker and a goalkeeper, if you get those two positions taken care of, I'm not worried about a left winger. I'm really not. Like, I'm not worried that much about a left winger. Like, even if Mudryk doesn't turn up to be anything, and he may as well just keep doing the same stupid shit that he's doing now.
Yeah,
I'm okay with playing Nico over there. I'm okay with playing Nkunku right there. If you go get me a bad boy striker or just a striker, right? Like, I've been. Since last year, I've been adamant that the fact of the matter is we've needed a striker and a goalkeeper, really. Like I've said, the goalkeeping position's just been awful, and I didn't think Sanchez was the right fit. And fuck Ben Roberts for fucking making us get that bitch fucker. Fuck his ass. Because now we're stuck with him. And we gave him this dumbass long deal, and now we're fucking stuck with him.
For now, yeah, I hear it. Yeah. They don't have to take a mad loss on him when they get rid of him eventually in a year or two. That's the problem. Yeah. Oh, it is what it is. Unfortunately, not all these deals turn out to be good deals, but that one was pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a dumb one, for sure.
But like, that's the thing.
What are you supposed to do? It's a recommendation from your goalkeeping coach.
That's true. You would at least
like,
trust
what is
his
you
opinion
supposed
and
to
judgment.
do? Yeah, what is you supposed to do other than
That's the thing. If we got a lot of forward players who can play at least two positions, like two other positions in the front.
This is a good point. This is a good point, Carlito. But it's still like here's the thing. I don't see links with anybody right now.
No.
Like there's not links for anybody right now. Like we'll get into the links, the next links that I'm going to be speaking about. There's not really. That's part of why I'm been kind of like holding back from doing these kind of transfer streams, and I've been doing transfer streams with like a watch along, is because like we're not really getting a ton of links after Viega. Like there hasn't been much. They've been pretty quiet about
Yeah, it's
things.
been really
I mean,
quiet.
The
Yeah,
market for
surprising.
goalkeepers is quite small, to be honest, as well. Outside of the Mamadashvilis, Diogo Costas, the Georgian
well,
goal,
with the one
other goalkeepers,
Marvinashvili is such an interesting situation because
he is.
they only want 30 million for him, right? And
Yeah.
it's such a small like deal
Fee.
for
Yeah.
a keeper for him.
He's
But then-
23 as well.
But then Valencia have already replaced him. Like they've already got his replacement in the building. So like to me, like I don't know what the hell's going on. Like that to me, that's like how do you replace a guy like that of that level, right? Like he's playing to that level at this current moment.
Yeah.
And you go and you replace him with like a younger keeper, but don't have any bids for this keeper. Like no, the bid that you thought you were going to get from Newcastle is gone because they went and got the Greek keeper from
Odysseus.
not at Forest,
From Olympia. Oh yeah,
from
Forest.
Forest. He used to play for I think Benfica, if I'm not mistaken. Before
He did,
that.
yeah, at one stage, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So all the links are cold are kind of quiet right now. I mean, all right, Carlito, you got it, bro. 1 second.
Yeah, this is the thing, Billy.
Minutes.
Like some, you're not wrong. Like some players can be like trained, like do drills in training that can improve certain attributes. But other than this is like a more of a natural instinct. If you're a ball playing goalkeeper, you'll know what type of pass to play, when to play it in certain scenarios where Sanchez and Petrovic not necessarily been trained to do that. First and foremost, they've been trained to save shots, that like most goalkeepers have. But players like Edison and like Neuer and all them, these guys can basically play midfield. Like no joke, these guys can play outfield, not just goalkeeper, because they're that good. And they have the intellect to actually know when to pick a pass out, what type of pass, how much power to put on it, the accuracy on it, you know, backspin, topspin. Like these guys just know what they're doing. And that's pretty rare for a goalkeeper these days, especially if you want to play out from the back. But obviously you can find one. I'm not saying they're impossible to find, but just very rare. And if they are there, they're going to cost a decent amount of money as well. Like even Diogo Costa, he looks quite good on the ball. Like he looks like a goalkeeper that is quality on the ball, but yet again, he's going to cost a lot. 75 mil. Yeah, release clause, yeah. Unless hypothetically you offered him like 60-something million transfer fee and they accepted that, I don't know how desperate they are for money.
Where's he contracted to? Is it Porto?
Yeah.
Who's their backup?
They'll go and buy Bento as soon as they sell him.
100%. Yeah, Bento's the one.
As soon as they sell him, they'll go and buy Bento.
Upcoming goalkeeper in Brazil.
Hello, Emperor of Chelsea Media.
Yeah.
He's got a promotion now.
Yeah.
He got a promotion.
Galactic Warlord. Yeah, I mean, look, I've been very impressed with the window. You know, I think that people are attracted to money. I think that people are attracted to
big names,
large transfers. But I look at Real Madrid, dude. Real Madrid gets deals all the time. I mean, Rudiger was free. I think wasn't free? Wasn't Mbappe free? Like, dude, top teams are searching.
Sign on fees, but yeah.
Sign up. Yeah, I mean but that's not a wage. Like
it's not.
It's not, and it's not a transfer fee either. Like, dude, these top teams, they're looking for deals all the time. Dortmund does deals all the time, and if you don't think Dortmund's a top team, go look at the Champions League final. They were fucking in it. They buy guys like Haaland on the cheap, Jude Bellingham on the cheap. They bought Ousmane Dembele on the cheap, sold him for 120 million. I mean, dude, these guys. I mean, they sold Mario Götze back in the day, got him on the cheap. I mean, these guys, these teams, they look for deals all the time, and then they'll spend 80 million on Aurelien Tchouameni, right? They'll occasionally buy big, but buying guys on the cheap or getting guys for free or exploiting, you know, a release clause in Mark Gui's contract because he was a youth player, not a professional. Like that,
Yep.
that's just smart business, man. I mean, I'm looking back at the deals we've done in the past. Marco Correa, who's actually having a really good summer,
Yeah.
ridiculous deal. Koulibaly, ridiculous deal. Wesley Fofana, ridiculous deal. Romelu Lukaku, probably the worst deal in the history of our club.
It's
Those
different
are-
up there.
All those are, I mean, they're. I cannot imagine a worse deal for a return on investment. And now we may get some of that investment back this summer, 36 million euros. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at like what Charlie Patrick said earlier today on our timeline. Wobbs, I know you. I think you saw this. He did a video, and he says, and Charlie Patrick, he works for Alex over at Chelsea Fan TV. Good guy. And he says, I don't think we're being ambitious enough in the window. And I messaged him. I said, Charlie, what do you mean by ambitious? He says, well, we haven't made a big money signing. I said, well, Tosin would have been a big money signing. I think if Dewsbury Hall played for Aston Villa last season, he would be a big money signing this year for us. He would have cost more money. I think if Mark Guiu was on an adult release clause the way that Gavi was when he signed his adult deal with Barcelona, that would have been a very expensive transfer because they actually wanted him to deputize Lewandowski permanently, and they benched him when he wouldn't sign his adult deal. You've got all these guys saying, where's our big money transfers? Where's our Wesley Fofana? Where's our Christopher Nkunku? You know, where's our Mudryk? 68 million pounds. I'm like, look, man, we're making smarter deals now. Just because they don't cost as much doesn't mean that Tosin's not going to be better than everybody we have at center back.
Yep.
Just because Kieran Dewsbury Hall came from the championship and absolutely lit it the fuck up. And every time he played against us for the last 3 years, he's lit us up. Just because he came from a cheaper transfer doesn't mean that he couldn't possibly be the best center mid we have on the team. Watch him play. Don't watch his transfer fee. Go watch him play. He's absolutely filthy. He's a fucking awesome player. He's one of the players I would love to sign if I was like a college coach. These are great deals that we're doing. Now, are we going to splash the cash on one expensive guy? Maybe. Joey still thinks it's going to be Osimhen.
Osimhen, yeah.
Which, I mean, it very well could be that we have a player they want. We might still want him. I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air. Joey's set on it, and he might be right. And if he's right, I'll praise the hell out of him because Tinfoil Hat Boy over here has been doing this for fucking months, man. But
He's dying on that hill for sure.
he's gonna die on it. But you know what? He may actually live on it too.
He might live on it too. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if we sign a really expensive player, maybe 60, 70 million, which is really expensive, okay, great. If not, I don't really care. I like the players that we've bought. If we get one more winger, great. Or if we buy a striker and Jackson goes to winger, great. Otherwise, we promote Angelo Gabriel. We keep it moving for another year. But I really like the team that we have because I look at this and I go, okay, who are 4 players that we had last year that are starters but didn't play? Okay, number 1, Reece James, probably the best player on this team. Number 2, Wesley Fofana, if healthy, maybe a starter. Number 3, Nkunku played like 5 games. 4, Romeo Lavia, who I believe is a starter, played 15 minutes. Those are 4 starters that didn't play last year. To me, those feel like new signings, especially Nkunku, Fofana, and Lavia, who just didn't play at all. So those are signings in and of themselves. If we don't spend another dime the rest of this window, I think we're geared up for a top 5 finish.
Yeah,
Bring up interesting points for sure.
I think I've said that our team, since last year, had the talent to be top 4. Like I've been consistent about that. That our team on paper is a top 4 team. Big up CP. My guy, big up.
Yeah, it's a really good team, Joey. It's a really good team. We had unprecedented injuries. By the way, I saw injury graphics today that said Tottenham had more injuries than us. That's a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie.
See, here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. Those injury graphics are weird, right? Because they're not necessarily. It's not necessarily giving you the full scope of the picture in the end. So anytime that a new injury is reported, it that's what they consider an injury, right? So if if say a good example is Udogie, right? Udogie came in, he had a calf injury for a bit. Then he went, then it was another injury. He was out for another couple weeks, but it was like a knee injury. And then he was out for a long period of time at the end of the season. Yeah, where with our injuries, with our injuries, like in Nkunku, where he was out for nearly the whole season, but it was the same injury. Same thing with Lavia, one injury, long term. It's like you don't necessarily look at the amount of injuries. You look at the amount of days you are without the players that you got, and that's why those injury graphics are kind of misinformative, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, if somebody misses a practice, who gives a shit? If
Brian
Hill.
It's still more like the fact of like, even if you're Brian Hill, like those types of players, but if they get in any injury and they're on the injury report, that's what the number comes from. It's not necessarily it. You got to look at number of days that.
Yeah, it's number of games that you missed. In Chelsea, it's unprecedented number of games. So yeah, I mean, these guys all love to be slick with the way that they caveat their barometers here. Like, it's like, oh no, this means this and that and this, and it's all semantics. Like, no, Chelsea was by far the most injured team. Now, if I'm looking at 4 starters that just didn't play last year, that's a huge boost. And then I love the players we got, dude. I mean, look, Guiu, Tosin, KDH, Amari Kellyman, who may actually play. Who am I missing here? Oh, Vega. We got Vega, and then I think we have one more player. Did we not?
I think Kellyman gets sent out on loan. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, if Carney goes out on loan, I bet Kellyman stays.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
Gustavo, technically, right?
But they've already said that Carney's not going out on loan. So,
well, he may
either they pay for him. Yeah, if someone either pays for him or that's so.
I just feel like I'm missing somebody. I'm missing one player.
Can you say
Gustavo
the names you already said?
All right, here we go.
William.
Yeah, but that's not. He's really good. He's very skinny though. All right, Kellyman, Vega, Guiu.
17.
Oh yeah, Arita Bayoyo, Kieran
fine.
Dewsbury Hall. So that's 5. Okay, so five guys that we've bought. Free transfer, 6 million, 14 million, 22 million, 35 million. These are in euros. I mean, that's just, to me, that's just a really good window. Bringing back maybe Angelo Gabriel, and then the 4 guys that were starters last year that didn't play. I mean, if we
on the left.
say that again.
He played on the left. He played on the left for Strasbourg for half the games.
I'd bring him back now.
Yeah, what was the stat, Joey? Most creative balls per 90. He was number 1 for all of Europe. For people
all
20
of
or under.
Yep.
Yeah, key passes. That's what it's like. Key goal scoring opportunities. There's always this metric. But yeah, he's really good. So yeah, dude. I mean, I don't see us buying another midfielder. This guy from Rennes.
Doué. The kid's dirty though.
Doué, don't they? How about that?
Bro, I'm telling you,
he's okay. He's
Carlito. This is gonna be another Palmer for you,
bro.
Palmer.
No fucking way is he
as
good as
kid
Palmer.
is good. This
no
kid is good.
way. I thought Cole Palmer was the best player.
This kid's good, bro. I'm telling you.
No, but hold on.
I don't like giving these kind of tags for these type of players because
if you say generational, I'm reaching.
No. I don't like giving these kind of tags for this kind of player, but he's way ahead of his age group. Way ahead of his age group. Like you're talking like a 19-year-old, 20-year-old that's playing at the mental level of a 25, 26-year-old. Like he is so good on the ball. His vision on the ball specifically is what impresses me the most, and he's right-footed. So you're like getting
right-footed is huge.
You're getting everything you wanted that you in this sense. I do really like the kid a lot. Now there's a question here, Curry Pirate. There's a question it's a very good question in my opinion. There's a lot of wingers in the French league that are currently playing right now that are more inside forwards than true wingers. The Amin Ghouri of the world, who plays for the same team, by the way. He's more of a striker / left forward. Diop, who's not ready yet. Like, it's just a lot of players that are really not ready yet. Then you're going into after that you're going into the Jeremy Bogas and the Cherkis. It's just not really a great selection of players. Like someone brought up Adama Lookman. If he wasn't only like a 30 million pound buy for us, I wouldn't mind it. I think he's right
pretty sick.
type of player.
Yeah, he's pretty sick.
And he has the type of physicality that if he came back to the Premier League, which he already knows Premier League, it's not like he hasn't been here. He'd be play much better in my opinion in this time around in the Premier League. But he's also a little bit on the older side, I guess.
26.
Is he? I thought he was 27, 28.
He could have turned 27, but he was 26. I'll just check.
26.
Okay.
He's 26.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong on that. And I think he does want to stay in Atalanta as well. I think it is one of those
Good team.
situations that he wants to stay in.
Competitive. They've won trophies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They just won a trophy. They just come off of a good run in the Europa and winning that. And then like Lucas, I know how good this kid is already, so like I'm so willing to. Because here's the thing, Carlito. You watch him in the Olympics right now, and he's the one that's creating more than Elise on the right hand side.
I don't know who that player is.
Due. Yeah.
No, the other one you just talked about. I don't know who that is.
Elise. Oh, okay, Elise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never heard of him. I
I
never
know
heard
you
of him.
don't.
That fucking piece of shit. Anyways, Joey, I will never, ever forgive him for that. Ever. Okay, so number one, Due, I mean, like, is he better than Camavinga when he left Rennes? I don't think
he's
so.
more forward thinking.
Yeah, Camavinga is.
But Camavinga is a defensive midfielder. We're talking about a guy who's a 10 or a left winger. Like that's what he is.
I don't. I mean, I think Dewsbury Hall is better than him, and that right now. I mean, I want to play for right now. I hear you saying he's more advanced guy, but second one, Ryan Cherky is a glorified beer league player. There get no way, no how will that dude ever play for Chelsea.
We'll see.
There were
not for Chelsea, but we'll see.
Links with him last year, bro.
He's going to Dortmund.
Garbage.
He's going to Dortmund. We'll see. We'll see.
Garbage.
We'll see. He's going to Dortmund. He's going to Dortmund. So we'll see,
bro.
So we'll see.
He is. He gets zero Maroons. He gets zero Maroons.
He's so young still to say that he's shit. Like it's too early for me to say that. He's so young.
Yeah,
he's like 20 years old, 21 years old. Like
I mean,
so
like
young.
that would have meant something in the 80s or 90s. But these guys have been playing pro, first team pro. Some of them since they were 17 years old. I mean, 21 is like the new 25, man.
It depends on when you start first team football.
Sure, but it's. I mean, they're better younger now.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I could say that. It's true for sure. The left wing, I think the left wing market is worse than the striker market. That's my personal.
It's tough. Yeah. Nico Williams is too expensive. We can't do it.
It's just not a viable deal.
I don't even.
Not even to do with the money necessarily.
I'm not going to front with you. I'm not even that big of a fan.
He's really good.
Neither am I. Truth be told,
I'm not that big of a fan, to be honest. I think he's a good winger, and in La Liga, he's going to be amazing.
He'll get better.
When you're playing the Prem, I just wonder how I wonder how long he lasts. Like he's so and that's my worry with Esteval is at the same time. Is like you deal with the physical. You're going to be. Can you deal with the physicality when you get here? And so far in Brazil, he looks like he's dealing with the physicality really well. In Spain. Until now, it took Nico Williams to get to where he is. So, I just want to see another year from him to say, okay, yeah, that guy's a good winger. But it literally took. It was until now. Last year was his real breakout year. Before then, he just was Inaki Williams' little brother.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a thing in the chat here that says Chelsea dream of Nico Williams. Yeah. Y'all, this is what we call soft reporting. This is what we call juicing the story. All right.
Yep. Slow.
Oh yeah. We're gonna slow roll this bad boy. Fabrizio wants maximum engagement as long as
Yeah.
fucking possible on every
Because
single
Nico's
one
still
of his
playing
cards.
right now. That's why.
I
'cause he's out there
dream
still
of
playing.
Nico
Yeah.
Williams. Oh, Chelsea is obsessed with signing Michael Elise. This fucking
Yeah.
jabroni.
Or
will use-
Omradion. Or
Oh,
Omradion.
this
We're dreaming
jabroni
of
will use
Omradion.
any amount of colloquialisms to keep you hooked. Oh,
Mhm.
he'll do
Yeah.
anything. We're obsessed with it. We're dream of Nico Williams.
Mhm.
Don't be fooled by Fabrizio. He's just rehashing the same goddamn story. It's like
telling
when a
you.
drug company, it's like when a drug company loses the patent on a drug. They
Lucas.
rename the drug. It's the same fucking drug. New patent.
Carlito, one moment. Lucas, I would like you to follow me on Twitter. I think you already did if you haven't, but hit me up because I want to have you on the channel too. Because you got good ball knowledge as well. So eventually, I want to have you on. Yeah, Fabrizio got the numbers on Twitter, guys. Like, you gotta be real here. He got the numbers on Twitter, man. Like, that's his livelihood. We talking about. We talking about his livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
You can't blame him for what he's doing,
literally,
like getting the
You're
engagement and all
talking
that.
about
Yeah.
his livelihood. You know what I mean?
I think he's made
Like,
enough for a couple
playback.
livelihoods, bro. I think he's
Hey,
swimming in money.
Bro,
That may be
look,
true, but you're still gonna make more money.
Carlito, we just had this conversation, bro. We just had this conversation. When you don't come from money, it's easier to be greedy when you.
You don't know he didn't come from like some Italiano, family or something. You don't know. Guy's name's Fabrizio Romano. Oh, I mean, come on, man. You never know.
And
He's
all
really
of us in
good.
the Mediterranean are like that.
Yeah, no. Oh no. I meant like maybe he's like descendant from royalty or something.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean mob. No, I didn't mean mob.
Fucking Lucas said, "Yeah, Lucas, I need you on, bro. I need you."
He's
to
Zell's
I need
own
you to
mother for Twitter
message me
engagement.
on Twitter.
I
need
mean,
you to
bro,
message
now
me
he's
on Twitter. We're gonna have you on.
now he's teaming up with my boy Ben Jacobs. They got this little cabal going with their caught
No, they
offside.
definitely got a little cabal thing.
Oh,
going with
for
the caught
sure,
offside thing.
for sure. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, I'm dreaming of Nico Williams. This jabroni.
Yo, and you want to know something? I think he's feeding Ben Jacobs some things too.
Of course he is. I know he is.
He's getting more things right. Like, he's just getting more things right. If you look at
No,
like, the last
that's
few-
not what it is. It's just
Yes.
Ben's tired of all you guys accusing him of shit he accuses other journalists of doing.
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't.
true.
He doesn't
That's
lie
true,
about
though.
his
He does.
sources.
No, I know that, and the thing is it sucks when your source is wrong and it puts an egg on your face.
Oh, it
And
does.
It's happened to him. It's happened to him probably more than a lot of people realize, where his source just kind of shit on him, and now his source is fucking like Fabrizio. Like, he has like Fabrizio and other man now, and he's actually like he actually does get like, bro, he got Kilman right like 2-3 weeks before Kilman came out. Like,
Oh
he-
yeah.
there's some ones on there now. Like I like, and I like Ben too, because I've gotten to speak with Ben one-on-one
He's
before.
great. Great.
Like on a space before. Like, I've gotten to speak with them, so I like Ben, and I
Yeah,
know how it is in the industry, right? Like, I get the industry more than most people do, right? Like, that's just a whole separate type of subject.
The
But, like-
problem that he got killed for the Potter thing. The reality is that the board voted on Potter, and then Eghbali superseded the board. And not only did he supersede the board, he bypassed them and basically broke protocol. And he says, "No, we're firing this motherfucker." And the board's like, "Well, I mean, you just completely bypassed our authority and all that shit." So it was the board with one thing, which was his information, and then it was Eghbali saying, "No, I'm going to be dictatorial here, and we're just going to fire this fucking guy." And then he told Todd, and Todd's like, "Okay," and that was it. And now they're like, "Oh, Ben, you got the Potter thing wrong." He's like, "No, the information at the time was right. It's just the guy who had the most power decided to say, 'I'm making this decision unilaterally. Fuck everybody else.'"
Yeah. All right. Well, we're at about 45 minutes. It's been a slow news day. I got myself on stream today. That was the goal, at least, to get myself on stream and talk
Who'd you
to all
stream
my
with?
people. No, I mean, I did. Me and Ahmed go whenever Ahmed goes live. I normally go live with him at the end of the day because he does
okay.
like a late night show. For him, at least, late night. So like I'll go on with him, and then I'll do my show right after. Or I'll do a watch along right after. So that's been kind of like the consistency because like he gives me like 60 followers every time I go live. So like for a
Beautiful
channel that
thing.
has 200. The channel that has a little over 250, almost 250 followers, getting 50 followers, 60 followers right off the bat, it's pretty solid. So
The most important thing with any stream, it's not about the amount of subscribers you have. It's about how many people started with you and stay with you. If your base is good, you could have Johnny Minerals' number of subs, but he gets a ton of viewers every day because his base is always going to start at 300, 400, 500 viewers and then grow from there on every show. It's not about the aggregate amount that you have. It's about how many people have frequency. It's not reach, it's frequency.
I mean, I got a good group of people.
Oh, yeah.
Good group of people that are regulars for me. That I got a good 10 to 15 that are up here pretty much at every stream. Once again, I'm 200, 250 subscribers right now.
Just do it consistently, bro. That's what Lewis does. And that's why
he's 5 days a week.
Man.
That's what I do after work. 5 days a week. I'll do an hour with Ahmed, and then do an hour 45 minutes like this. Sometimes, depending on if it's a watch along, we'll go 2-3 hours. So,
all right. So, last question for you because you're obviously wrapping up. So,
sure.
I look at the 5 players we've signed. You and I have talked about this. I don't think we're selling anybody until the tournaments are over, which is fine. And I think that's the case for a lot of teams. I think the floodgates will open next week. But if we do end up, and I think if we sign, we'll sign one more player. I don't think it's going to be this Don'ty guy from Ren. But who do you think we'll sign if we sign one more?
If it's one more player,
or it could be 2. Whatever you think.
Whatever's most likely, yeah.
Yeah, really. I'm just curious if we have any more activity.
You want to know what I truly believe is going to happen?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Okay. So, like, I obviously I have my pipe dream, right? And that's separate. But I think that we go back for Eli Wahi from last year because he's going to be on because Lens is going to be going is going to be on a near bankrupt, and I'm like watching closely with that situation that's happening in France with their money situation, their TV rights deal, and like I think that they're going to look to sell him for probably around 30 million, and I think we'll end up. I think it'll be like in the background kind of situation, but like that's what will end up happening. And then I think we end up with a winger we probably don't know at all. Like nobody knows who it is whatsoever. Kind of like a Renato Viega situation. And then a goal. And then I think we end up with Boca at goalkeeper because it's the same scenario. With Eli Wahi, Nice is going to be needing money with this whole situation that's going on. Boca is a homegrown player, not only a homegrown player, he's an academy player, and he fits the bill in the sense of ball playing, and the type of money that they're going to want for him is in the 20 millions. So like that's where my window is. Last 3. That's what my realistic window is. But I got my pipe dream, baby. I got my pipe dream.
Can you imagine how many agents from those clubs that are going under are just spamming the shit out of each of those clubs and all the technical directors? I mean, they're probably like, get my guy out right now. Fire sale. Because it just shows how important these TV deals are, man. Mm-hmm. They represent 40 to 50% of revenue every year. Mm-hmm. It is fucking crucial. Yep. Oh man, if you don't have
that's why I'm keeping my close eye on that because there are some other talents out there, especially like if we wanted to go back for a left back because for some reason Viega is not who we thought who he is. We wanted to do that. Like there's options. in
Oh, yeah.
in France. There's options that you can go and steal in France for next to nothing that have been playing for years. Like
Plenty of
it's
talent
it's
there.
plenty of talent over
They
there.
literally did it on the right side with Mallow,
Yep,
Malo Gusto,
exactly.
Yeah.
who is phenomenal. Yeah, man. All right, well, good stream, bud. And I mean, I would say if we're buying one player, it's Jadon Sancho. But that's just me. That's me. That's my pipe dream. So, there you go.
That's fair. All right.
fair.
Well,
He's right
thank
footed,
you,
man.
everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream today. I hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll probably see you over the weekend on Sunday for sure. Like, I'm for sure going to be doing a live stream Sunday for probably both England, especially if Lewis doesn't go live. If Lewis does go live, I'll be on Lewis's stream. But if Lewis doesn't go live, I'm going to do England live, and I'm going to be doing the Argentina and Colombia game live as well. So we'll be live a bunch this weekend. Hope to see you guys soon. Bless up and have a great night.
Take care, everyone.
Ivan Toney. Also, Ivan Toney. There you go.